Hello, I'm going to do the Cancer sign energy reading, and I'm going to use my crystal cards to get an overall energy for you, and then I'm going to use my tarot, and then I'm going to pull a couple bonus cards for you at the end, so stay tuned for that. All right, I kind of feel like this card right here, I'm going to use that for your reading. I'm just feeling like connected to that with this reading. So let's grab, we're going to look at that after we pull some tarot. So let's pull some tarot for Cancer sign. What message do we have here for Cancer sign? I feel like that card. We have the Moon, which is Pisces. All right, a whole stack came over, but I'm just going to take the Page of Pentacles. Good. The word good. All right. And then we have the Empress, and then we have the Death card. So you have a lot of major cards here in your reading. You have the Death card, you have the Moon, and you have the Empress. I feel like there's a lot of personal growth that you're going through. I feel like you're going through a transition or a change. Like something's coming to an end, but also I feel like this is helping you to grow, and I feel like it's putting you in a positive mind space with this thing coming to an end. And then the bottom of the deck we have, I feel like things with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like things are falling more in your favor. Like things are balancing out with the ending of something. It could just be karmic completion, where you've maybe been repeating some lessons over and over again, but this time around you're ending it and you're breaking free from it. It could be that maybe you're ending a relationship, or you're ending a relationship with a job, or you're moving, or you're going on a new path. Like maybe you're adding something to your life, like you're adding a new hobby, or you're adding some new friends, or you're adding new things into your life. I feel like this shift of stuff. I also feel like with this Moon card, I feel like you're not really sure the direction that you're going, but I feel like you know that it's on a good path, and it's something that brings you a lot of personal growth. And that it's almost like you're adding branches to your tree here, right? That you're adding those branches, and you're adding things to your life instead of things taking away, which this is taking away, but I feel like it's adding a lot more to your life because it's balancing things out. So I'm going to grab a couple more cards here for Cancer sign. Breaking free from something, because I was just looking at this card, and this dog has a chain to there, but then this dog here, his chain has freed himself. Like he's freed, the chain has broken. Setting yourself free from something. And that, yeah, look at that. And then with the 10 of Swords, something's coming to an end, but you're exhausted and you're tired. Like this is coming to an end, but I feel like you're starting something new though. Then we have the Two of Pentacles, again with balance, something that's balancing out in your life. Focusing on you. We have Five of Pentacles, which represents a temporary hardship. And then look, we have the Empress again, and then we have the, okay, that's what I feel is this up here. Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Like you're putting an end to this Three of Swords, but I feel like it's something that you're kind of going through right now, and you're trying to work through that right now, and you're trying to handle this situation, like you're trying to work through that. But once you do that, it like sets you free, just like the chain was broken there, and it sets you free, and it starts you on this new path where you feel more balanced in your life. I feel like, are you putting a lot of time and effort into something, and it's like that's your main focus? Like you just have, like your life isn't balanced between different things, and like one thing is like consuming all of you, and that's what I feel is changing. And I feel like you haven't had enough time for yourself to work on you, to have your recharge time, to have that time to focus on those things that are important to you. your you time, that self-care. That's what I was kind of looking for, is that self-care. I feel like you haven't had a lot of time for that. So maybe that's what needs to be balanced out. All right, let's look at this card here. We have pink fluorite, guidance, ease, comfort. Pink fluorite mends pieces of the soul, reintegrating its fragments to make you whole again. Yeah, that's what I was saying, is make you whole again. I feel like you're kind of spread out everywhere, like you're all over the place, but you haven't worked on you. Sometimes we get lost along our journeys, and this crystal can assist us in coming back home to our true self. See, that's exactly what I was talking about with this reading. Staying present inside your body, acknowledging and accepting each moment as it is, and detaching yourself from outcomes are helpful practices amplified by using this stone. The stone helps ease despair, giving you a surge of comfort and confidence that you have what it takes to make it through life's challenges. I liked this, detaching yourself from outcomes. Sometimes we have these expectations for things to happen, and that may be where this Three of Swords is coming in here, is that you had an expectation for something to work a certain way or for something to happen a certain way, and it didn't. And that can kind of shake us up, that can trigger us, that can put us kind of like that turtle going into its shell, like being like the hermit and like hibernating. And that can throw us for a loop. And I feel like that's what's happened to you. And now it's time for you to break out of that and to build that confidence with yourself. Put that to rest and say, okay, it is what it is. It happened what it happened. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. That's really upsetting. So I feel like I always look at it as it's trying to show me something else, that I deserve something that's bigger, something that's better, something that's more satisfying, something that is more of what I deserve. I just feel like maybe you've put too many expectations into something. It could be a relationship, a job, whatever that thing is. It could be just within yourself that you thought that you were going to be able to achieve something or do something or attain something, and it didn't happen, and that's frustrating. And it's time to pick yourself back up and to get yourself back on track, especially with this pink fluorite that is kind of easing and giving you that comfort and saying, breaking those chains and saying, yeah, it's going to be okay, that it didn't work out the way that you thought, but you're closing that door and you're opening up another door. And it's all about your perspective and how you handle these challenges. Do you see it as something that is taking you down, that is happening against you? Or do you see it as something that's happening for you to see something new and to see something different and maybe challenge you in a way that you never even thought was possible? So let's grab the angel answers. Not the right time, but I feel like it's this, where you put expectations on something and something didn't work out, and this is not the right time for that to happen. Maybe it could happen in the future. Maybe it will come back around, right? Sometimes we have these things, like for me, like I started this channel back in like 2015 or 16 or something like that. And that just wasn't the right time for me. I had a lot going on in my life, and I didn't feel guided, and I didn't feel motivated like I wanted to do it, but I only half-heartedly do it. So it's kind of taking me all of these years to really get down and focus and say, yeah, I really feel like this. I feel like that was not the right time, but this is the right time for me to focus on this, for me to do this, for this to work out for me. And maybe that's the same with you. It could be a relationship that maybe now's not the right time for the two of you to be together, whether it's friends, family member, partnership, that maybe the both of you just have, or one of you has too much going on in different areas of your life and you need to focus on other things. And now may not be the right time, but that's okay. It doesn't mean that it's, that it may not come back around, but you may be distracted and go in a different direction and not even think about it and move on from it. All right, so I'm going to grab a Whispers of Healing. It's all about your perspective and how you see it. That's incredibly important. So I feel like these two, well, we got 3 cards, so let's just go with it. We have negativity. I feel that that goes with this. What sort of negativity, especially with this Three of Swords, you have to put an end to the negativity, right? Whatever that is represents for you. And then we have unconditional love, placing no expectations on it, just like that card was saying, right? Detaching yourself from outcomes, thinking that it's supposed to have a certain way, just being unconditional with it. And then breathe, giving yourself that break and giving yourself that time to sort through these things, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings going on with you, and you need that time to sort through. Sometimes you just need that time by yourself, right? And to sort through those and figure everything out, because it can be overwhelming with all of I feel like there's a lot of energies going on for you. But I feel like you need that time to breathe and sort things out. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.